Right now in Nigeria, a major shift is happening behind the scenes that could shape the country's security direction in the years ahead. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has made a key move by bringing in Tunji Disu as part of a wider change inside the police leadership, while several top officers are preparing to step aside. Many people are asking, why now, what does this mean, and how could it affect the road toward the next political cycle? In the next few minutes, I will break down the real story in simple terms so you can clearly understand what is happening, what led to this decision, and what it could mean for everyday Nigerians. Before we go further, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you stay informed with clear and reliable updates like this. Your support helps us bring you important stories as they unfold. Thanks everyone for being here. Let's go straight into what is happening right now. A major development has taken place in Nigeria's security leadership, and it is already creating serious conversation across the country. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has picked Tunji Disu to take a key role in strengthening the police structure at a time many observers describe as very sensitive, especially as the nation gradually moves toward the next political cycle. At the same time, several senior officers, including Deputy Inspectors General, are expected to retire, which signals a wider change inside the police hierarchy. This is not just a simple change of office, it is a move that many believe could shape how security is managed in the coming years. Before we go deeper, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss important updates like this. Now, when leadership changes happen in security institutions, people naturally pay attention because these agencies play a big role in maintaining order and stability. The decision to bring in Tunji Disu comes at a time when conversations about safety, institutional reforms, and preparedness are very active. Many analysts see this as part of a broader effort to position the police for future responsibilities, especially with increasing political activities expected as the country moves closer to another election season. Tunji Disu is known in policing circles as an experienced officer who has handled different operational assignments over the years. He has worked in various commands, including intelligence and rapid response units, and has been involved in coordinating operations aimed at improving public safety. His track record has made him familiar to many people who follow security matters closely. Because of this background, some observers say his appointment suggests a focus on strengthening operational efficiency and improving coordination across units. At the same time, the expected retirement of some senior officers is being viewed as part of a natural transition within the force. When officers reach the end of their service years, new leaders step in, bringing different approaches and fresh perspectives. This kind of transition can reshape priorities and influence how strategies are implemented. For many Nigerians, the key question is whether these changes will translate into practical improvements in safety and public confidence. The timing of this development is also important. As political discussions gradually increase across the country, institutions are often expected to prepare for heightened activities. Security agencies usually play a central role in ensuring that civic engagements happen peacefully and that communities remain calm during periods of increased public interest. Because of this, leadership adjustments are often interpreted as part of long-term planning rather than isolated decisions. In conversations across different platforms, people are sharing mixed reactions. Some welcome the change, saying new leadership can bring renewed energy and ideas. Others are taking a wait-and-see approach, emphasizing that what matters most is performance and results. This range of opinions is normal in a democracy where citizens actively engage with national developments. Another point worth noting is that leadership reshuffles often involve careful planning behind the scenes. Decisions like this typically follow consultations, assessments, and strategic reviews. Governments usually aim to align institutional leadership with broader national priorities, including maintaining stability and improving coordination among agencies. While official explanations may focus on administrative reasons, analysts often look at the bigger picture to understand possible long-term goals. There is also the question of continuity. Whenever senior officers retire, there is a need to ensure that institutional knowledge is preserved while new ideas are introduced. Balancing experience with innovation is often seen as key to maintaining effectiveness. Observers will be watching closely to see how the transition is managed and whether the handover process supports smooth operations. From a broader perspective, strengthening security institutions remains a major focus for any administration. Citizens across the country consistently express the desire for safer communities, effective response to incidents, and improved trust between law enforcement and the public. Leadership changes can play a role in shaping how these expectations are addressed, but outcomes depend on implementation, resources, and collaboration at different levels. Please remember to like this video and subscribe if you appreciate clear explanations of important national developments. Looking at the situation more closely, some experts believe that appointing leaders with strong operational backgrounds can help address complex challenges. Experience in field operations often brings practical understanding of issues on the ground, which can influence decision-making at higher levels. At the same time, leadership also requires strategic thinking, communication skills, and the ability to coordinate with other agencies. Another aspect that people are discussing is morale within the police force. Leadership transitions can affect how officers feel about their work environment. Clear direction and supportive policies can encourage professionalism and dedication, while uncertainty can sometimes create questions among personnel. This is why effective communication during transitions is considered important. Public perception is equally significant. Trust between citizens and security institutions plays a major role in maintaining social stability. When people feel confident that institutions are acting fairly and effectively, cooperation improves, which can lead to better outcomes. Many Nigerians hope that any leadership change will contribute positively to this relationship. As the story continues to develop, attention will likely focus on policy priorities, operational strategies, and how the new leadership engages with stakeholders. There may also be discussions about reforms, capacity building, and the use of technology to improve service delivery. These elements are often part of broader efforts to modernize institutions and adapt to changing realities. It is also important to understand that leadership decisions are rarely made in isolation. They often reflect ongoing assessment of challenges and opportunities. Governments typically review performance, evaluate needs, and consider future demands when making appointments. While not all details are publicly shared, the overall goal is usually to ensure readiness for evolving situations. In the coming months, observers will be watching to see how the new leadership approaches key issues such as coordination, response time, and community engagement. There may be new initiatives, adjustments in strategy, or renewed focus on certain priorities. These developments will help shape public understanding of the direction being taken. Many citizens are also interested in how these changes might influence broader governance. Strong institutions contribute to stability, economic activity, and public confidence. When systems function effectively, they create an environment where people can pursue opportunities with greater assurance. This is why discussions about leadership transitions often attract widespread attention. At the same time, it is important to recognize that meaningful change takes time. While leadership appointments can set the tone, progress usually depends on sustained effort, adequate resources, and cooperation across different levels of government. Expectations are naturally high, and many people will be looking for tangible improvements over time. There is also an element of symbolism in leadership changes. Appointments can signal priorities and convey messages about direction. Observers often interpret these signals when analyzing policy trends and institutional focus. Understanding these signals can provide insight into broader strategies and long-term planning. Another topic that has come up in discussions is the importance of professionalism and accountability. Strong leadership often emphasizes clear standards, transparent processes, and consistent enforcement of rules. These elements contribute to building credibility and reinforcing public trust. The expected retirement of senior officers also opens opportunities for career progression within the force. Promotions can motivate personnel and encourage excellence, especially when processes are seen as fair and merit-based. At the same time, transitions must be managed carefully to ensure continuity and stability. As conversations continue, people are reflecting on past experiences and considering how lessons learned can inform future actions. Institutional memory plays a valuable role in shaping effective strategies, and balancing continuity with innovation remains an ongoing challenge. Please take a moment again to like this video and subscribe to stay informed on developments like this. Looking ahead, the effectiveness of the new leadership will likely be evaluated based on measurable outcomes. These may include improvements in coordination, responsiveness, and public engagement. Transparent communication can help build understanding and reduce uncertainty as policies are implemented. Citizens also play an important role by staying informed and participating in constructive dialogue. Open discussions contribute to accountability and encourage institutions to remain responsive to public needs. Media coverage and community engagement help shape the national conversation and highlight areas of progress or concern. In many ways, this development reflects the dynamic nature of governance, where adjustments are made in response to evolving circumstances. Institutions adapt over time, and leadership changes are part of this process. Observers will continue to analyze the situation and share perspectives as events unfold. Ultimately, what matters most is the impact on everyday life. People want to feel safe, confident, and optimistic about the future. Leadership decisions are meaningful when they contribute to these goals and support positive outcomes for communities across the country. As we follow this story, it is helpful to keep a balanced perspective, recognizing both the opportunities and challenges associated with transitions. Constructive engagement and informed discussion can help ensure that expectations remain realistic while encouraging progress. In closing, this development marks a significant moment within the security landscape. The appointment of Tunji Disu and the retirement of senior officers represent a new phase that will shape the direction of the institution in the coming years. Observers, stakeholders, and citizens will continue to watch closely as the situation evolves, paying attention to actions, policies, and results. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more clear and timely updates.